United States Patent Office, toilet paper roll patent number 400913, patented April 9th, 1889. Inventor, Oliver Hewlett Hicks of Chicago, Illinois. Specification forming part of letters patent number 400913, dated April 9th, 1889. Application filed July 18th, 1888. Serial number 280300. To all whom it may concern, be it known that I, Oliver Hewlett Hicks of Chicago, County of Cook and State of Illinois, have invented certain new and useful improvements in toilet paper rolls, and I do hereby declare the following to be a full, clear, and exact description of the same, reference being had to the accompanying drawings. Forming a part of this specification, and to the figures and letters of reference marked thereon. My invention has especial reference to improvements upon that class of toilet paper rolls, which consist of a length or web of paper weakened at regular intervals by a line of transverse perforations or slits or otherwise, and wound into roll form, and from which a sheet or sheets of paper are adapted to be removed by the user by tearing the web on one or the other of the lines of weakness. Rolls of the character referred to are usually hung in fixtures which permit of their revolution when the free end of the paper is pulled, and the common practice is, when a sheet of paper is desired to be detached, to draw upon the free end until one or more sheets have been reeled off, and then by a lateral tearing motion cause the severance of said sheet or sheets from the body of the roll. Unless, however, R is taken to unwind just the right quantity from the roll before the tearing operation is performed, the separation is very apt to take place close to the body of the roll, and the result is that it is difficult to find the new end when it is desired to detach the next sheet. In the old style of roll, by employing two lengths of webs instead of one in the construction of the roll, and by so arranging these lengths or webs with respect to each other as that the perforations, slits, or other expedients resorted to produce the lines of weakness in one length or web shall come between the lines of weakness in the other length or web, whereby, when the end of one length or web is drawn upon to remove a sheet therefrom, the end of the other length or web will be likewise drawn out, and when the said sheet is removed, the end of said second length or web will be exposed in position ready to be grasped and drawn upon when another sheet is desired, and so on, till all the paper in the roll is used up. I have remedied this defect. In forming my improved rolls, I preferably employ tissue paper of a soft and flexible quality, and make the transverse lines of weakness in the two webs by perforating, slitting, or otherwise. To combine the two webs in a single roll, I preferably wind each into a roll separately, and then bring them together by winding them around a single mandrel or former, having a care that the lines of weakness of one web shall come between those of the other web, and preferably midway between, or, in other words, at the middles of the sheets, as will be readily understood. Each roll is preferably provided with the customary central core of pasteboard or stiff paper. In the accompanying drawing, the figure represents a perspective view of a roll embodying my invention, A representing one web, B the other web, C the lines of weakness, in this instance secured by perforating the webs, and D the stiff paper or pasteboard core. While my invention is primarily adapted to toilet paper in roll form, it is evident that its usefulness is not confined to such narrow limits as this, and that it may be applied wherever paper in detachable sheets is put up in roll form. By the use of the term roll herein, I do not desire to be understood as limiting myself to a round or cylindrical roll merely, as my invention is applicable to and intended to cover two or more weakened lengths or webs, such as described, wound together into any form of package or bundle. Having thus described my invention, what I claim as new is a roll or bundle of paper consisting of 2 or more lengths of paper, each weakened transversely at intervals, wound together with the lines of weakness of one length between those of the adjoining length, whereby upon drawing upon the end of one of the lengths to detach a sheet therefrom, the end of the adjoining length will be brought into position to be grasped for the next operation, substantially as described. Oliver Hivlet Hicks. Witnesses Ira W. Hollett, S. B. Garrigus. The End.